I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the side.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Williams, the man in motion left. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Smith now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. 18 Throwing now is Geno. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
You ain't going nowhere.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Off of play action, here's Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Geno. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Running left is Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, check. 18, high here.
Geno now to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A shotgun snap for Smith. He completes this to Walker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Smith. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end fan. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And going right back to Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 9, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And it's caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Returnable for Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos.
Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just what they need, a left chip from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Mike Williams.
30 yards.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
19.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
19 tight. Back and 60. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Throwing now is Geno. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off of play action, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 45 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every...
And, my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
And now the rookie's free. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Up the middle, here's Walker. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And Walker once more. They find some open field here. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of